You sort of mentioned a lot of the folks you've paid attention to and been inspired by. What's the best poetry advice you didn't listen to?
The best poetry advice I didn't listen to. Well, early on, I got the impression, but I can't say this was true of all the workshop leaders. But from some of them, I got the impression that they felt that one's work should always be beholden to other readers, that somehow there should always be an overmind when you're working. And I can be very hard-headed, as probably is reflected in this book as well. But, and I thought, no, at a certain point, I'm gonna write the poems that I wanna write. I don't really need anyone else's sanction or approval. I don't need that. So that was probably something maybe I might have abandoned it too soon, truthfully, but really, I really felt that, my love for poems and for words would oblige me to learn the craft well enough to write the poems I felt needed to be written. And at a certain point, I just thought, you know what, I don't believe I need someone else to make sure I did it right, because Merwin said this once on a panel. I used to love Merwin when I was in college. I still admire him, he's long gone now, but he said, someone asked him about workshops. And I'll never forget this, because the workshop leaders in the room were not that crazy about it, but I understood what he meant, and I didn't take it as a harsh critique of the workshop necessarily. But maybe he was maybe suggesting that there's a point at which one might let those things go. He said, no one can tell you how to listen for what only you can hear. And I'll never forget that. And I think the workshop leaders were thinking, is he saying they don't need workshops? And I don't think that's what he meant. I think, of course, as young writers, we need someone to give us some shaping. But I think at a certain point, your sensibility is formed. And it's really up to you to make sure what you understand or know or feel is made beautifully manifest in language. If you don't do it well, that's a craft issue. And it's not like someone else can help you not make certain mistakes. At a certain point at which, I think about it this way also, you think about, let's take someone like Wayne Shorter on saxophone. At what point would he stop in the middle of a solo and say, am I soloing right? Does this sound good? Is it okay? He's playing what he believes must be played. Now, does everyone love it? Probably not, but some people do. And for him, it's a clear manifestation of what he knows in his heart and soul. And for me, at a certain point, that's what a poem is too. There's certain things that I believe, however delusionally, I believe that I know or see clearly. And so I'm trying to say, here's what I think. And if I have integrity, then I've written carefully and revised and thought, and that's the best thing I can make. I don't need anybody else's approval. I don't need anybody looking over my shoulder, And if you like it, great, and if you don't, maybe you'll like the next one. I don't know, right?